Oh, I'm a little winded. I've been working. I've been prepping everything for this recipe. That is a cream of potato and vegetable soup that's just, it's out of this world. Anyway, I wanted to put something good with it, so I chose cornbread. My jalapeno cornbread. It's a good one. It's real sweet tasting, it's delicious, and the jalapenos are not hot because we're going to remove the heat. Not hard to do. Anyway, I'm about to cut those up. I've already got everything else measured out with the exception of salt and baking powder. Those come next, and then we'll get everything mixed into a single bowl, served into muffin pans, and then put in the oven to cook. These take normally around 25 minutes to cook, and it's usually about 350 degrees on that. So be prepared for that, and that's about all you need to know there. I better get on with the jalapenos, or maybe I'll never get this done. Okay, let's take care of some jalapenos. Now, ladies and gentlemen, some people like to keep the core and the seed intact. If you're one of those, go ahead and do it that way. Some people like jalapenos that are very mild and easy to tolerate. If you prefer them that way, well, watch what I'm doing here, because you're going to get a good clue of exactly what to do. Okay, now I've got these cut in half. What I want to do now, I'll use my trusty spoon here, and I'll simply scrape out that core. And it usually comes out pretty easy. And by the way, if you haven't noticed, these are some fairly large jalapenos. As far as how much jalapeno to use, well, the recipe calls for 1 cup of fine diced jalapeno. So that should be pretty easy to achieve. And the thing of it is you don't have to scrape out the green part. The green part is the part that's not hot. What I'm removing right here, this white part, or the lighter colored part, I should say, this right here, that is the part that contains most of the capsaicin, ladies and gentlemen. And that little filament that holds the seed to that contains a great deal of that capsaicin. Okay, so to get rid of it, you simply get rid of it, okay? It's no much harder than that. Now, these, I want to cut narrow. 1/8 of an inch, well, I don't know, that might be too narrow. 1/4 of an inch, don't know, that might be too wide. How about somewhere in between? Okay. Nor do you have to be perfect with this. So, you saw me working that with these nice blue gloves on. Why? Look, even though my hands can handle the capsaicin from these chilies, other parts of my body are a little more sensitive. The area under my eyes, other places on our bodies. I didn't want to have discomfort later on, so I wore these. Now, it's just a smart thing to do. You don't have to do it, but capsaicin, even though you wash your hands, it'll still be on there. The stuff sticks and it doesn't wash off very easy. So you wash, and then later you scratch, and then after that you weep because it hurts, okay? Just as simple. Now, quantities. Well, you want about 1 cup of those beautiful fine diced peppers, about 1 cup of milk, and about 1 cup of flour, and yeah, about 1 cup of cornmeal, and a couple of eggs, 1/4 of a cup of sugar. Let me see my list here. I don't remember. How much baking soda? 1 teaspoon, I think? No, 4 teaspoons of baking soda. Yeehaw. And on the salt, 1/2 teaspoon. So, pretty basic stuff there, right? Once I mix all of this together, I will allow it to set. Now that is sort of one of my little key components. You can go ahead and put it in muffin cups and cook it. It comes out kind of gritty and grainy, you know, that texture that you've become accustomed to with cornbread. That texture doesn't have to be there. It can be much more soft and subtle. Allow this to, once you've mixed it, to set up for a good 20 or 30 minutes. That way that batter can allow the cornmeal to soften during that time, and you'll end up with a much, much, much better corn muffin. The texture will be better, the way it'll look inside will be better, and you'll like it better. All right, so give that a try. We're gonna mix this up next. Okie dokie, let's put this together. First thing, we got our cup of flour, our cup of cornmeal. I want to go ahead and put in my baking powder. There's my salt. Okay, and that was 4 teaspoons of our baking powder there, wasn't it? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Wasn't that snazzy? Now it's supposed to be a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, but I'm going to say sometimes 3/4 of a teaspoon is just as good. Alrighty. Now, got a neat thing going on here, but I need to get that stuff mixed together, alright? So, a whisk. Yes, it works on dry stuff too. Now, once I get this way, just like we do with pasta, let's make a well in the middle. Okay, and that way we can work our wet ingredients and then slowly blend in the dry ingredients. Okay, isn't that a cool idea? We'll start with those eggs right there. Break each of those yolks. Just give that a quick scramble. Work in our milk. Oops, I spilled a little over there. Yeah, we'll get over that. Get my mess. There we are. I'm just that way. I like to keep things clean behind where I'm working. So there, I've mixed my liquids together. I can gently work in the dry ingredients. I get less lumps this way, same way you do with pasta. Of course, this is a lot more wet than pasta, but it kind of works out the same way. Okay, now let's give that a cover. There we go. Yeah, these bowls came with these nice little lids, and frankly, they are great. These bowls also fit the lids from my pots. So the pots I use for cooking will fit, the lids fit right on this. Let's talk about what we're going to cook this in. I've got some muffin pans here with these nice little foil muffin cups. Those are great. I have a novelty pan here that's made specifically for cornbread. And it's supposed to look like little corn cobs. Is there any difference? Yes. This is going to give you more crusty brown surfaces. This gives you a softer inner cake. Take your pick, or do both. Now, I went ahead, added some seasoning to this because it was sticking a little last time I used it. And I'm going to spray it real good with a cooking spray. Let's hope that cooking spray keeps things from sticking in there as much. Now, how much to use? Well, I have about a 1 ounce scoop here. And you're looking for about as much as it takes to fill one of these cups, 1/2 to 3/4 of the way full. And the same way on this, the same amount for these as for these, okay? I use this 1 scoop for each one, and that's a full scoop to each, okay? Very simple, very kind of a neat way of doing it. All right, so back to my cornbread. This has been resting for easily, I would say somewhere around 20 to 25 minutes, which is just about right. Okay, time to cook up some cornbread. "15 to 20 minutes, depending on your altitude. Put a toothpick in it, just like you do a cake. If it comes out clean, guess what? It's fully cooked. If you want it to brown a little more, let it brown a little more. It only takes a couple of minutes. Cornbread. Doesn't that look good? Now let's do our toothpick test. I'm going to pick it into the... Came out clean. These are ready. Now these things right here on this will need to cool a little bit, and then I can work them out of their little spots. But until it cools some, they just don't like to come out at all. Whew, whew. Well, that's just a little warm. Now, open this up and take a look inside. Ouch. Ooh. So I'll say this, you really need to let these things cool before you try to open them. Ouch. Because that's sticking a bit too much, see? Once it cools, it won't do that. Let's take a look inside though. I said we'd have a really beautiful interior on that. Look at that. It's just the way it should be. Oops. Soft, tender, moist. That's good cornbread, folks. That's just what you want right there. Give it a shot. You're going to love this recipe. Promise you that. I love this stuff. Oh, heck yeah. Spot on. Stuck to it a little bit. Yeah, I'll get over it. Hey, folks. You want to put something that's good with soup, sandwiches, or beans, or chili, or all kinds of different dishes. This is the recipe for you. Make sure you try it. It's not spicy at all. That much jalapeno, but no spiciness. It's not hot. It's just delicious and sweet. Give it a try. You're going to love it. Thank you for watching. And please, have a nice day. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, drop comments down below. And folks, I'll see you in the next video. You have a good day. Bye-bye.